thought you had this way. Are you still living in the place? They told me you've been doing okay, okay. In another world where you and me, we show our hearts, yeah, entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real if we can follow what we feel. I'm running but I've reached the edge, and now I'm falling, so promise that you'll catch me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. And he's got room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And for Elliott, the Zeke train continues to roll, my friend. 97 more yards, 2 more touchdowns on Thanksgiving. That's number 10 and 11 now in the season.
And I think a lot of people are always looking at rookie players, especially running backs. Will they hit the so-called rookie wall? And Zeke Elliott is showing no signs of that wall being there. But I think it's because of the way they use him and the way he goes about his business. When he doesn't carry the football, he still carries out his play fakes. He still blocks. He does everything in addition to being able to catch the ball.
Yeah, if there's a wall, he ran through it.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Prescott now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Let's go!
Play action now. Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go!
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now here goes the former Cowboys star. It's DeMarco Murray. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. For Murray, Week 12 was his lowest output since Week 1. He had 42 yards in Week 1, 43 in Week 12. Actually, Henry had 60 and a touchdown.
But between Week 1 and Week 12, right, DeMarco Murray?
Pretty good.
Pretty darn good, right? 5 games over 100 yards. He's the second leading ball carrier in the NFL. But I like what you said about Derrick Henry. They grabbed him to make that 1-2 punch. And when Henry comes in the game, that pile moves forward, doesn't it? In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, Mariota again. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. Charles, let me ask you about this Dallas defense, because so much hype, obviously, and rightfully so, about the offense. But this defense, they've held their own, have they not?
Indeed they have, and in a lot of cases, they've led the charge on defense, made plays, and let's face it, going into the season, we thought they might finish last in the league in defense. They had a lot of guys suspended. They spent a second-round pick on a defender that we all knew was not going to play this season in Jalen Smith.
Off to the races. DeMarco Murray. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, 45 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Second down following the run. Second down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd down, Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Taking pass. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back near his goal line, Mariota. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Still first down.
Now Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So we'll get a second and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Nashville. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third and short. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect them.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is third and goal. Prescott on third and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big tight end, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And while the Titans offense takes the field, gives us a chance to talk about the jumbled up top of the AFC South. You got Texans, Titans, Colts all in the mix.
And I go back to the preseason when we talked about how we'd like to see improvement from the Titans. I'm not sure many people were talking about them being really in the playoff mix, but they're there. Marcus Mariota at quarterback, DeMarco Murray, Derrick Henry at running back, the defense getting tighter and sounder in what they're doing, and they play the Houston Texans in the last game of the season in Nashville. That game could decide the division crown.
Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Mariota to throw it. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Kendall Wright, 75 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Antoine Blake, the corner, in on the stop.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
I know tight ends love this route, because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On third down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense.
Because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, Murray. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Well, in 2016 in Tennessee, DeMarco Murray
We're going to find out if it was style, scheme, does he still have it or not. He thinks he's going to be more comfortable with the Titans.
Yeah, because that fall off last year, 2014, over 1,800 yards, 392 carries.
One of the best seasons running the football that we've seen in recent years.
We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because...
And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Delaney Walker from 19 yards away. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. This is Elliott, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Elliott. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Into heavy.